Welcome back to this channel, guys. Today I want to make a huge announcement, which is that I'm going to be playing a match against Super Grandmaster David Navara from the Czech Republic in Vienna from the 8th to the 13th of June. So it's going to be a match, a classical match, just classical games on 6 games. We're going to play 6 games in total, and I wanted to make this announcement video just to give you guys a bit of information and also, well, hopefully for you guys to be looking forward to that match as much as I am, because I'm planning to, first of all, not only play this match and prepare for this match as professionally as possible, but also to get as good of a coverage as possible for the event, which is going to include live commentary. The main commentator, the main host is going to be Grandmaster Alex Colovic. At least that's from the current way of how things are standing. And there are going to be also a lot of prominent guests featured on in the live coverage. So how did all of this happen? First of all, big thanks to my sponsor who helped me a lot. First of all, financially to put the whole event together, and also special thanks to Emilia Castelao, who has helped me significantly with a lot of logistical and organizational stuff for putting together the event. Now, why am I exactly playing that match? There are obviously a number of reasons. I mean, if you can choose to play a match against such a strong player like David Navara, of course, everyone would like to do so. My main reasons for doing so is, to put it simply, just to improve. The best way to get stronger, to get better as a player, is just to get strong opposition. And I thought there's not much of a better way than to play a match. I do have already the experience from playing the World Cup twice, which was always a fantastic experience for me, because if you're playing a match, you have a lot of time in advance to prepare for the games, to really seriously prepare for it. I'm going to be planning to prepare for at least 3 or 4 weeks for that match, which means that you're going to do a lot of opening work. Not only that, but also generally studying your opponent and trying to figure out their weaknesses, if they even exist, if you're playing against such a strong player. So yeah, those are the main reasons why I'm playing that match. I'm really excited for it. A bit of information. So as I said, the dates are from the 8th to the 13th of June in Vienna. The playing venue is going to be the House of Sport. So as far as I know, you guys can come visit if any of you are in Vienna at that point. The location is not like super huge. It's not like a stage or anything, but as far as I know, it should be possible to come visit. And of course, also there's going to be the commentary, so all of you guys can also follow the event from your comfortable chair at home with fantastic commentary. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say for now. A bit of an introduction to David Navara. I'm sure that all of you have heard of him before. I brought up a bit of information. Let me tell you something about him. So his peak rating, I think it was 2751, and his peak ranking in the world was number 13, which at least on Wikipedia it says that was in October 2006. So he's a very experienced player who has been a 2700 player for many, many years, and has always been an absolute top player, very, very consistent. And now his current rating, I think he's around 2640, 2650. And some of his major successes, I mean, I'm probably leaving out a lot of this, but I read that he came into the semifinals of one World Cup. He became only quite recently in 2022 the European Blitz champion. Many super tournaments which he finished on a fantastic score. He beat I don't know how many world champions in the past. And if you guys know any more successes of him, which I just forgot to list now, let me know in the comments down below. But what I know that is that I'm going to be playing against a formidable opponent who also has a lot of experience playing different matches against much stronger players than I am personally. So really looking forward to that. As a conclusion of this video, I decided to show you guys a small excerpt of a game which he recently played. And there was a fantastic combination which he was able to find here. This was in the Prague Masters tournament this year, 2026, of round number 5 against the Uzbek Grandmaster Nodirbek Yakuboev. And here with white, some of you might already have spotted the first move, which is a bit more obvious, but then the continuation after that was a fantastic idea found by David Navara. So Black has just played c5, d5, c5 was just played. And now David took on b5, which is definitely spottable. The whole idea is if Black takes on b5, then White plays knight f5 check, wins back the queen, also picked up a pawn on the way and a pretty important one, and White should be winning. But did you guys spot the defense knight c2, which was played by Nodirbek Yakuboev? That is quite tricky, because now if you take the knight, then Black can take the queen, and there is no knight f5, which is winning back the queen. So what did David plan here? If you move the queen somewhere, then Black can take on a1, and at least he has won an exchange. What did David come up with here? You guys can stop the video in case you wanna solve it by yourself. David played the move queen c6, which is very beautiful. The point is, if now bishop takes c6 comes, then knight f5 check, and followed by knight takes d6 is winning. And I don't know what else Black can do. If queen takes c6, then d takes c6, and if knight takes a1, then at the very least you can take on d7. Maybe also taking with the rook would be winning, but c takes d7 is definitely the cleanest one. Maybe also rook takes a1 would be very good, but e7 should be the best. Now in the game, Yakuboev played the move queen e7, but now queen c7 was played, and still knight takes a1 actually doesn't work here because of knight f5, which is winning the queen. So in the game, Nodirbek took knight takes e3, then d6 was played, knight e6, rook e1. I'm leaving the rest of the game out here. White was winning, and at the end, David was able to win that game. So that was a nice combination. There were many games also which come to mind now to me. One other famous one was a king run. Recently had a discussion in the comment section about my video on the most beautiful king runs. There was also a very modern example of David Navara, who ran with his king, I think, all the way to g7 in a queenless middle game. I think it was against Wojtaszek in the Biel tournament 2015. So all in all, David is going to be a great opponent for me to learn from. This is the main objective of the whole match, to get experience and to learn and to improve. And hopefully for you guys, it's also going to be interesting to follow the event. So if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you have any feedback, anything you would like to see from the event, some of my routine, which I can maybe publish and or film. But apart from that, that's what I'm planning now, live coverage every day for the games. And before that, of course, very serious preparation for the match. So thanks to everyone who is involved. Also, of course, thanks to David Navara, who is ready to play the match against me. And yeah, really looking forward to that. That was it for now. You can find some more information in the video description down below. I will put a link to the chess results link for the match. And apart from that, that was it for now, and I'm going to see you guys soon.